Hi everybody, it's Sherry, Fabric Memories. I just wanted to share with you part 2 of my adventure in making a junk journal for my memories from my past childhood to current. I'm talking, 50, 60 years. And first I would like to say thanks to everybody for subscribing, and especially for your comments, because they really help me, because I appreciate knowing that something I did is helping others to get ideas and inspiration to do the same about, writing their memories and keeping things from their past and that kind of thing. So thanks so much, and thanks for the comments, and especially those that are like me and we're in this little organized, structured, gotta be perfect and straight and everything kind of box that I'm trying to get out of. And I've had a couple people say, yeah, I'm like that too, and I need to get out of that box, because there's so much we can do if we don't demand it having to be perfect and straight and organized and all that. So I'm glad this is helping a lot of people, and it's fun too. So anyway, this is part 2. I had started out making this altered book as a journal. I'm still working on it, but then my chronological demon in me said that's all out of order. Now you got to do something in order. Well, I didn't want to do something in order. I just want to think about it and put it down, because if you spend so much time making sure that everything's in order, you lose so much. So that's what I'm trying to do. I've just made regular cardstock. It's the 8x10 paper folded in half with a I went ahead and put holes in it and used embroidery floss to hold it together. This is going to be one full signature, and there's going to be probably 3 of these. And just to keep it all together and organized a little bit. Sometimes you just can't get away from the organization. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, okay. I'm putting like lace and this on the edges because I just really like that. I even have put some on the top. It just makes it look so fun. And this is the title page of this journal. No matter where you go, there you are. Which fit perfectly with memories from the past and everything. This is a little quote from the Harry Potter. I just kind of got into that with my grandkids because I made them little mini junk journals, and one of them liked Harry Potter, so I made hers to, that was the theme of it, and it says, after all this time, and then always. So it's kind of, it always goes with the memories. Watch for that kind of thing, that it, can create your memories of your memories. Anyway, I'll stop chattering. This is just a little poem, 2 little poems to my son and daughter, which is right here and here. I'll go through fast. I'm not going to chatter anymore. I started from just some memories of the first place I remember. Well, I remember 2 places, but kindergarten is where I started. Just, things about where I was, and here's a map. I got a map, and I even cut out the little area of the 3 main places I lived in California when I was little. Found this picture of the earliest place and just used a clip to put it in there. This bike, it corresponds to something I said in here. So when you're writing all these things, put them on and then go maybe find a little embellishment that goes along with the memory you're talking about. And this one I went through and put like the lace and stuff on all the edges. This piece of lace over here was supposed to be a sliding pocket side or whatever, but I forgot and made this too big. But now I've got this. I can put that tag there, which to me tags go this way, not this way. So I think I may just leave it there to annoy myself, or I can forget this and make it, put something else in there. Sometimes mistakes aren't as bad as they can be. And as far as decoration, we all do it and they come out big chunky monkeys, so kind of have tried to tone down a little bit that, so they're not quite so junky. Not quite so chunky, so that you can't open it and enjoy it and have this big huge thing in your lap. So it's just a little piece of ribbon added to the page and whatever you put on the edge. And I also tried to put dates best I could remember. When I'm old and want to remember it, I have it. If I end up with dementia that seems to run in my family, that'll help me remember. But anyway, this was a greeting card, and it came out like here to here. So I trimmed the basics of the flower, used a pink ink to distress the edges a little bit and set it off from the white background, and it's like a tuck spot. These are letters that I wrote to my grandmother when I was in high school 45 years ago. She kept them, and 40 3 years ago when she died, they went through her things and gave them all back. So it was really a blessing to me that my grandma loved me enough and kept all the letters I wrote to them. These are some of them. I've given some to my grandkids, and I've got some elsewhere, but it was just cool that she kept them all. And those just go in here. This is a envelope, a vellum envelope, and I glued it so it makes a flip page, but also this is a pocket here. And just a little bit of embellishment there. I don't know what I'm going to put on there yet. Here's the other envelope that goes in for here. Now see, I wished I had kept these to put in this envelope, and I would have kept them nicer, but then I think that's my organization and all this structure going on. But what's going to happen to them right here? When the book's closed and got the sash around it, nothing's going to happen to them. So that's okay. I can just use this for something else. This is about my aunt and uncle and my cousins, who are all very close, and I didn't intend for so many pictures to be going into this, because not every memory has a picture or an object that you can look at and say, oh yeah, you know, I remember that. That was my point of doing this. I have a lot of memories that don't have a picture. However, as I'm going through all these, I'm always finding some little picture somewhere that goes with it all. This was my aunt and uncle, and it happened to be about them, so I stuck it in there. I'm from scrapbooking. I've got like 8 12 by 12 scrapbooks that are about 4 to 5 inches thick. Yes, you heard that right. 4 to 5 inches. Very heavy, but it's the same thing kind of as scrapbooking, as junk journaling, because you journal this way and mat it and everything's straight and organized and neat, and then put your pictures and they're matted and this and that and all the embellishments. So it's kind of the same thing. This is just a little bit maybe where the junk part can go to. They don't have to be exact and perfect. I typed them because I thought my handwriting is not so good, and my cursive isn't so good. 20 years since they're not teaching cursive in schools, 20 years from now, my grandkids won't even be able to read this because they can't read cursive. So, you know what, I'm just going to type it. Get out of that box again, and I just sit down and I type them. And then I, trim them to fit in. I put a little bit of ink around the edges sometimes to set it off from the page it's on. This is one about my mom and all her baking issues. She loved to bake. Everything was baked, and I got this out of a cookbook. It was on a cover page or something, and go through your cookbooks, and that's a great place to find words, because the title of the recipe is always in large print like this. That was the title of the section. Here's a title that was of the recipe, and I just cut it out. Here's another one. But the point is, I wrote all about this, and this, I just put this little extra pocket in here, and in here are the recipes of my mom's most family famous dishes she used to make. I have them memorized, and I've been making them, but I thought that'd be just nice to put in. Whoever gets this would get them. And then she also made the wedding cakes for us. All 4 of us kids, and then my daughter. So she made her 4 kids and her granddaughters, and this is her granddaughter's cake that she made, and happened to have that picture, so why not put it in. And this came out of a magazine. Popcorn was one of her favorites, and then fried tortilla chips, which anybody can do, but for some reason hers turned out so famous, and I to this day still make them, but that recipe happened to be in there, so I just stuck it in there. This is my sister and myself, and a few things I remember about her and me, and then this is, 65 or something like that, 68, and this is 74, so there we are, still dressed, matching dresses, just like Mom raised us, And again, just a little bit of grosgrain ribbon for decoration. And this is one I loved, the library, and I loved the card catalogs, and I loved these. They used to be in the front of the book, and manually you would stamp the date and then who it was given to, or who checked it out. Wanted to do that so bad. Anyway, that's all written right in here. Here's one of the card catalogs I got in a swap. They were just in a drawer this size with a pole that went through all of them at the bottom here, and you just flip through. Coolest thing ever. So that's one of those, and I just wrote about it. Time card, I didn't care where I worked. I just could not wait to get a job so I could punch a time clock. All I wanted, I don't care what I did, I just wanted to punch the time clock. So I happened to get one of these time cards and wrote a little about it. Made it a flip page, and I'm going to write more about that there. I love typing and typewriters, which is another page, but I just stuck that on there for fun. my sewing career. This is a picture I loved, and I needed to make a flip page, so I just used washi tape and made a flip page out of it. And here's another issue about my all in order chronologically. I started, for some reason I put this page on here first. Well, this is, as you can see, page 2. So anyway, I had page 1, which is when I started when I was 8 years old. I even highlighted a couple of the issues, so chronologically you could read and see, oh, this was 8 years, okay, this is 2003, this is 1975, you know, so maybe, and then I put these numbers here, 1, 2, 3, and then this is 4, but read this part, read this part, read this part, and I found a picture that goes with this part. And this is just old, if you sew, you know, these are rickrack and trims come in, and I made it, and I just glued my own rickrack there for the looks. Didn't know what I'd do with it, but then I ended up making it a pocket, and that goes in there, and this is a tag that I made, a part off of a pattern in number 4, and I wrote, as of 2018, why I have literally stopped sewing. And so it's kind of like my sewing history in here, so that worked out kind of well. And then the back I was going to leave blank. Oh, I'll find something, but then this morning I woke up thinking about when I was a kid. It's Labor Day, right? And every Labor Day for like 10 years when we were little, my aunt worked, and she got discount tickets through her union. So every Labor Day for like 10 years in a row, we all went to Disneyland. So I just wrote about our favorite rides, and of course, if you're as old as I am, you remember Disneyland used to have the tickets. You get the booklet of tickets, and you could ride like 6 of the rides in the entire park for free, and then if you wanted to ride others, you paid. But just wrote a little bit about that real quick. So the page I left blank, thinking, oh, I can't think of what to do. Suddenly thought something to do. So this signature is done. It is only 5 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. You know, regular this way, and then folded in half, and then a 5-hole pamphlet stitch is what I'll be doing when I secure it to the spine. But that's that one, and it's done. And then I have since started on this one, which is a little bit left from that age, and I'm going on to the next section of my life here. So this will be part 2. Stay tuned. Subscribe if you want to keep following me. Watch for part 3 for this one. And if you're new, thanks for subscribing if you want to follow me some more. And I appreciate everybody's comments. I'm glad I was able to help some of you with some ideas and inspiration. That's the whole point of doing this. So thanks for watching. Let's get back to junk journaling and have some fun. Till next time. Bye.